In this video, we're going to take a look at another chain rule example. All right, here we've got the function f of x equals the inverse sine of x to the fourth power. All right, so first thing again is to make sure that you can identify this problem as a chain rule problem. Here, if we just had inverse sine of x, right, then it would not be a chain rule problem. The derivative would just be 1 over square root 1 minus x squared, right? But here the inside part is more complicated than just x. We're taking the inverse sine of x to the fourth. So since the inside part is more complicated than just x here, we have to use the chain rule. Once you know that this is a chain rule problem, then what you want to do is to identify the inside part and the outside part. The inside part is clearly x to the fourth right here. That's the part inside the inverse sine. And then the outside part is just going to be inverse sine itself. Okay, so this function here is built by taking x to the fourth and plugging it in for x into the inverse sine function. So now that we know what the inside and the outside are, then it's just a matter of running through the 3 steps of the chain rule. Step number 1 is to take the derivative of the outside part. Here the outside part is the inverse sine function, right? So the derivative of the inverse sine is 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared. So you'll notice I did not fill in for the x, right? Because that is leading me straight into step 2 of the chain rule, and that is to leave the inside part alone. In other words, everywhere there would be an x in the derivative of the outside function, and that's here where these parentheses are, what I would do is take and I would put the inside part right here. Okay. And then finally step 3 is to multiply by the derivative of the inside part. The inside part is x to the fourth. The power rule says that the derivative of x to the fourth is 4x cubed. So this is the function that I would get, and of course I can simplify that a little bit to get the final answer of 4x cubed over the square root of 1 minus x to the 8th.